Everybody want to know what to do. Morning, Chris. You got any fancy questions for me, buddy? What's going on, guys? I know I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes. I know I normally say I don't come in until 11:40, but sit. Who's your other options, Chris? But I'm leaning towards sit because I don't know if you have anybody worse than him. And it's not a knock on him as a player, but from a fantasy perspective, it's different than whether or not he's a good player. So I wouldn't be starting DJ Moore unless your wide receivers are really bad. All right, man. The ground's gaining. I think the big guy that's out. Go ahead and start Matty Iceman. I highly recommend it, yo, because I want you to catch that fade. James Conner over Joe Mixon. I picked the Ravens to win before the season, and right now the Panthers are on pace to be with it. They're at the record that I expected them to be after 6 games. So I mean, I want Carolina to win, but I wouldn't be shocked if they don't win. Rashard, it depends on your options. Like I might play him in daily. I don't think I will, but yeah, I don't know. I flex play at best for me for Rashard. I think Rashard's in only in PPR formats. I wouldn't touch him if it's not PPR. Would not start him. Would not play him. Yeah, last week's win could give us momentum, but the Ravens are pretty good, man. They got the best defense in the league. So Lindsey easily. It's not a debate. It's Lindsey over Rashard easily. Royce Freeman is out, so you need to start Lindsey. Um, Ravens defense, you could. I mean, Cam could get sacked a few times, but I don't know. I think there's better options than the defensive side of the ball, though. I mean, we do have a top 15 offense, so. Cam's 5-2 against the top 5 defense. That's interesting. That is interesting. I would not play Derek Carr. There's a reason why he's only $22 on daily. You should start Bears defense over the Ravens. I think the Bears defense is the best defense to play this week. Because they're playing the Jets, and it looks like it might be raining. So Allen Robinson has been ruled out, guys. So I think if you have Taylor Gabriel, I think you can probably deploy him. I'm definitely going to do it. Nah, Bears over Ravens this week, man. Bears defense, they're playing the Jets, and it might rain. Galladay over Funches, regardless of format. Galladay over Funches. Look, man, I know you. Look, man, I know you're excited that you guys finally are you got to win off the New York Football Giants, but I think the Ravens Panthers game is going to be really good today. It could go either way. I'm 6-1, and I took Bell number 1. That's good for you, man. Like I took Bell in 2 leagues, and my goal was to make sure that I got Connor. One league I got Connor, the other league I did not. The league that I did not get Connor, I traded Bell for McCaffrey and Mike Williams. I'm 7-0 in that league. The other league, I'm 4-3. I have Bell and Connor, and I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting until Bell comes back at this point. I'm starting to get afraid, though, because if Connor keeps playing well, it might be a split backfield, and then you're really screwed. And then you ain't going to be able to trade Bell. So, Robert Woods. It might be raining. It might be raining in Cincinnati too. So I mean, I keep an eye on the weather too. I mean, that can factor in. It doesn't typically. It depends on the wind and the rain can factor in on my decision making when it comes to who I'm starting if it's close. And I think that's close because with Cooper Kupp out, Robert Woods is going to get more target share. So yeah, if you got Connor and Bell, I would just wait it out, man, and see what happens. But if you have one or the other, you got to trade them. That's my opinion. You got to trade them. Like, there's no point. Yeah, I saw that Deshaun Jackson wants out of Tampa. He wants out of Tampa Bay, man. He wants out of there. He's seen what I've seen for a long time. But yeah, the big news probably is Allen Robinson being out. I think everybody knew that Robbie Anderson from the Jets was going to be out. So right now, for the Bears, just Taylor Gabriel's who you need to think about, and for the Jets, and I know folks might cringe after what happened last week with Jermaine Kearse, but Jermaine Kearse is the guy. No Anua, no Robbie Anderson. Kearse is the guy. Kearse is it. We're not trading for Deshaun Jackson, guys. How much is Marlon Mack? How much is Marlon Mack? I'm playing David Johnson. If you got the money. Has Marlon Mack plays at 4:00, doesn't he? I think he does. So we don't know if he's going to be in or out yet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still playing David Johnson. Marlon Mack for David Johnson. I think you could have waited. I think he could have waited. Because for that trade, you're pretty much thinking that David Johnson is not going to improve at all, and I disagree. I think David Johnson is going to be able to pick it up. I think they're going to pick it up. I think Byron Leftwich is going to utilize him the way he was utilized when Bruce Arians was the coach. So I think you might have pulled the trigger too soon. That's my opinion. You should have gotten more for him. That's for sure. Well, what happened with Jacksonville? It happened on Friday. They all got out, and Jacksonville couldn't suspend them and punish them now because they don't have any secondary. The secondary is banged up. I'm taking Landry over Nelson. I don't care if Amari Cooper's not there. Derek Carr's not good. I'm taking Landry over Nelson. Landry's got the higher floor. Nelson might have the higher ceiling. Yeah, well, Chris Thompson's active, so Adrian Peterson might not. He's going to get some run, but now he's going to have to split with Chris Thompson again. So, well, if you want to take a risk, then you want to roll with Jordy, then. But I think I'd rather have the floor. I mean, the Browns are playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, so that means they're going to have to air it out. Landry should get a lot of love. You want to throw? You can start Flacco if you want, man. I wouldn't recommend it unless you don't have any better options. Yeah, I can't watch the game right now. Well, actually, I could. I could pull it up. I was watching it upstairs because it's on the NFL Network. Let's see what we looking like, man. What we looking like? Any more questions? I got 13 minutes though. We got time. Nah, I'm not going live. The game is. It's funny. The Ravens and the Panthers are going to be on CBS. CBS isn't showing the game because the Patriots are on Monday night. So I'm going to a bar. Give me Sanders and Connor. I'm not a believer. Like the way that CMC's been getting utilized is similar to last year, and for fantasy purposes, that's not always good. And Joe Mixon should ball out, but I like Connor. I think Connor's going to be the top running back this week between him and Gurley. It's always Gurley, but like other than Gurley, it's going to be Connor. I think Connor's going to go ham sandwich today against Cleveland. Look, man, this is the thing every week. The only reason why I've been able to stay home to watch the Panthers is because we've been playing big market teams and the Patriots weren't on the same time. Look, man, Gurley's going to always be the most expensive guy on the slate when it comes to daily fantasy, but you got to play him. Like I think this might be the first week in a while that you don't need to play him because of the prices of some of the other running backs like James Conner, Kareem Hunt, and Joe Mixon. You could probably play a combination of those three and then try to grab some value receivers because, like, with the news of Allen Robinson being out, man, I might have to change my daily lineup and try to sneak Gabriel. And I got to see how much Gabriel costs and figure that out. Because I might try to get a little bit, might ride a little bit dirty today. Nah, I'm cool with that. The fact that you have all four of those backs is amazing, by the way. Yeah, so let's see if this updated. Yeah, I gotta change up some lineups. I think because like right now, my debate coming into Sunday for fantasy football season long was Kenyon Barner for the Patriots or Taylor Gabriel. And now with the news that Allen Robinson is out, Taylor Gabriel. So I gotta make some moves. Matter of fact, I probably should go ahead and do that now. I mean, the Panthers are due to have to do a game in London, I would think. That has to come soon. Ravens ain't beating us up. If Ravens going to win, they're going to win close. I'm taking Jarvis. I'm taking Landry. If you got the money, I'm paying Landry. If you have the money. If you don't have to give up as much to get the extra $4, I'm taking Landry. Ooh, the Cavs fire Coach Lou. That didn't take long. Sorry to flip the NBA, but yeah, man, they fired Tyronn Lue after starting 0-6. That's crazy. Guess you know who was a true coach in Cleveland. Let's see here. See if there's anything else I missed. I forgot. I'm going to go ahead and name a couple folks who have already been ruled out. I mentioned Allen Robinson. Torrey Smith is out for the Panthers. So expect DJ Moore to step in. I still don't want to play DJ Moore in fantasy this week. I know everybody would think that would be a good thing to do. I wouldn't do that if I was you. Njoku. Jimmy Graham has more touchdown upside, but Njoku's getting all the targets. Tight ends in Green Bay doesn't exactly get that many targets. So you're pretty much banking that you got to get a touchdown. Whereas Njoku's been averaging 7 to 10 targets a game. Yeah, DJ's too risky, man. DJ's like the crapshoot. Like if you wanna go for it all, then you play DJ. Theo Riddick's out. Kerryon Johnson is an interesting pickup. Theo was out last week and Kerryon balled, so that could happen again this week. Royce Freeman, like I said earlier, is out for the Denver Broncos. That means Philip Lindsay is just going to be Philip Lindsay and Devontae Booker, and I think Lindsay's going to get the bulk of the work there. Who else is somebody you guys care about? Bernard being out means it's good for Joe Mixon, but you guys know that already. Crowder being out is good for Paul Richardson. If you want to take that type of risk, I would not, because I don't anticipate it being a shootout between them and the Giants. Rashard Higgins is out, so Damian Ratley could be an interesting pickup. He's probably cheap and daily. If you're desperate for a wide receiver, you can roll with Ratley. But let's see. I don't care about defense. I don't know if anybody's got an IDP. And there's no And people have been talking about Marlon Mack now. He did practice in full on Friday, so he should be good to go to play. But that could very well change. Yeah, Robbie Anderson is gone. I mentioned that earlier. Robbie Anderson is gone. Quincy Enunwa's gone. So it's going to be the Jermaine Kearse show. So get ready. For the later games, with regards to Randall Cobb, if Randall Cobb doesn't play, Marquez Valdez-Scantling is back in play, but he's no more than a flex because it looks like Geronimo Allison is playing for the Packers. But that game between the Packers and the Rams is going to be a shootout. Certifiable. It's going to be a certifiable shootout. Gronk should play, but I'm doing the same thing, man. I had to make the decision to play Gronk. I'm playing Gronk. Like I think I have Kittle and Gronk in one league because somebody dropped Gronk for some reason. So I picked up Gronk. I dropped my kicker and picked up Gronk. I'm going no kicker until some of this pans out because I can in that league I don't need a kicker. Like I looked at the variance of the points, so the kicker is not worth it. So I'd rather keep Gronk on my bench. But I have Kittle. I would like to make a trade at some point, but we'll see what happens because I can't believe somebody dropped Gronk. Detroit plays at 1 o'clock, don't they? You got to play Galloway because you don't know if Mac's going to play. He should play, but he was still listed questionable going into the game today. I expect Mac to play, but you don't want to have a situation where he doesn't play. The right answer is Mac, but you got to be willing to take the risk. Njoku over Ebron. Jack Doyle's back. So with Jack Doyle being back, I think that's going to impact Ebron more than anybody else. So with Njoku over Ebron. But with regards to Marlon Mack versus Kenny Galladay, you're going to be taking a huge risk. I think Mac is the right play, but if Mac doesn't play, you're screwed. You're going to get a 0. So if you're willing to take that risk, cool. If not, you need to just play Galloway and just, and hope for the best. I think Galloway's going to ball out today, too. I think Galloway's due for a good game today. So, yeah, Gronk is – I normally don't draft Gronk. I have a rule. I only take him if he goes to the third round. If he's in the third round when it comes around to me, then I take him. Ooh, that's a good question. I think Gurley and Gabriel and save $2 or Woods and Mixon. Oh, man. Woods and Mixon, but that's hard. That's close. I think Gurley's floor is like 25 points, and his ceiling is like 40. But I think, Woods and Mixon should be good. I traded Cooks for Gronk because I already have Adams and Michael Thomas. Yeah, but the tight end position isn't as. I think a lot of folks make the tight end position more important than it should be. It's not that important of a position, man. Like it varies so much. The wide receivers and the running backs are way more important when it comes to that. So, I have a different opinion when it comes to that position. I don't think nothing of it. I took Gronk because the value was there. Typically, I don't take a tight end until it's like in the 9th, 10th round because it's very random. It's almost as random as kickers. Like there's like two. It's just like kickers. There's like 2 or 3 guys that that are going to be it. Then everybody else is random. You don't know what you're going to get. My opinion. Because if you look at the top, if we name the top 5 tight ends right now before the season, they're not the top 5 tight ends right now. Hey, but look what you said. As long as it's one of the top 3. And I don't think there's a top 3. I think there's there's a top 3. There's a top 3. But it's with caveats. Ertz gets hurt, and so does Gronk. So there's really a 1, and that's Travis Kelce. And then everybody else is a hodgepodge. Everybody else is a risk. Like Jordan Reed, drafting Jordan Reed this year was a risk because he was an injury risk. And ironically enough, he's one of the most healthiest guys in Washington right now. So, and I have one Jordan Reed, but it depends. Eagles scored another touchdown. That's good. That takes Carlos Hyde out of there, man. I'm playing Carlos Hyde in the league, so that takes him out of the running. I like that. But Wentz is balling, which is not good. Baltimore's defense is really good. I think he's going to get a lot of catches. Yeah, sure. But, like, he hasn't been getting touchdowns like that, you know? And as of late, man, like the past couple games with Carolina, they've been kind of using them like they used them last year and not the way that they were using them at the beginning of this year. So I actually prefer 20 carry McCaffrey. So, and he's been on the field like almost the majority of the time. But man, for me, tight ends, when it comes to tight ends versus the other positions, I rather pick up running backs, wide receivers galore. And I'll get my quarterback and my tight end later because the variance is too big. Like and quarterback is deep. There's like 20 guys you can start at quarterback. There's 20. Typically, there's always somebody on the waiver wire that's a top 10 quarterback. Every week this season, that's what's happened. There's always somebody on the wire that's a top 10 quarterback. Always. At least in the leagues that I'm in. I mean, if you want to play CMC, if there's no other options, then play him. Because I'd rather play him over Boyd. So, yeah. So, Carson Wentz is balling, huh? Did Carson get another touchdown? I think he did. Let's see here. Nope. I thought I was playing against a Wentz this week. Guess not. Oh, I am. It's right here. He's got a third touchdown. Good for Wentz. Still ain't gonna win though. All right, it's almost 12. 24, 15, 10 minutes left. Yeah, let's go ahead and run this clock out, man. I don't want any more Carlos Hyde involvement at all. No garbage TDs, none of that. I just want this game to be over. Yeah, he requested a trade. He's out of there, man. He ain't coming. He might get traded, which is interesting. The Bucks are falling apart. They are falling apart. This guy's still got a pretty good squad. Yeah. All right. It's 12. Thanks, you guys, for coming. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep doing this every week. I got to figure out what I'm going to do next week because I'm going to be in Jamaica. But, yeah. Maybe if I got Wi-Fi out there, I'll answer questions in the chat cat. So if you're not part of the chat cats, by all means, come on in. We are the Panther Nation podcast. We go live to go over the Panthers games Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're on Twitter, Panther Nation PC. We're on Facebook, Panther Nation Podcast. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't think Rashad's going live today, but I could be wrong. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. And hit that like button, guys. We need it.